What's going on, everybody? It's been a while. It has been a while since I streamed last. Like, 2 weeks, roughly. But I'm back. Who knows for how long. Gonna be checking out Slay the Princess today. It looks... well, it sounds interesting. I haven't watched any trailers for it. I've seen a few screenshots. The reviews are overwhelmingly positive. And yeah, it sounds interesting. It's a kind of choose your own adventure narrative, and apparently the goal is to slay the princess. So I'm gonna do just a real quick audio check here, and then we'll get right into it. Alright, let's do this. Sounds fine to me. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
That's not ideal. Holy moly, there's a lot of different options here. End of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
I'm lingering. You have any evidence to back this up? Back up these claims that this princess is going to end the world?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Yeah, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I don't hear it.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Alright.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Alright. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Damn! Why do I have to do it? Can't somebody else do it?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? For real. Do I get a reward? Go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, blah, 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 maybe. There's so many options. Let's go. Tell me what to do. Yeah, what if I don't care about the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I mean,
maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
you don't know who I am. Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What do I get? Is it a goldfish? The way they phrase it. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job? Like a little kid.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like this. I do have groceries that are about to arrive. It said they weren't going to arrive for another hour and a half, so I thought I had plenty of time. I'm going to have to grab those really quick. Pretty soon here. Turn around and leave. It just ends the game. Alright, yeah, the groceries are literally here right now. So I'm gonna go put those away real quick. It shouldn't take too long. There's not much. A couple bags of stuff. And then we'll get back into this. This is seeming interesting so far. I'm curious where it leads. I think there's only 2 voice actors. It's the narrator and the princess herself, but I could be mistaken. But, yeah. Apologies for the delay. I'll be right back. Alright, my goodness. Alright, look. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Proceed into the cabin. Are we just flying up there? Just
The interior of
Superman.
the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
a blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. Let's go into the basement then.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
So am I just I'm choosing what the hero does? Is he gonna actually speak this stuff? Or I don't think he is. Just continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I mean, you don't have to say it like that. You kind of sound rude. Nuh-uh. Steal your nerves and step forward. I haven't decided yet.
About you dropping the knife and the just talk.
No. That's not gonna happen.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Nah, probably not.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm sorry, can we just talk?
Slay the princess.
Look, lady, I'm not dropping the blade, okay?
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well, then I guess we're at an impasse. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, probably. Sure you don't want to talk this out?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
I mean, the name of the game is Slay the Princess, so...
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Oh no.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Oh no. Did I have like scales all over my arm? Side note?
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Ooh.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
So she's just beating the absolute shit out of me, breaking my bones, and I'm just slicing her?
We can still turn this around.
No. No. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Why'd he pause for so long? That was awkward. And why do I have scales? What am I? Look at those nails, too. Am I a gargoyle?
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
That's a weird thing to say before you die.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. Chapter 2, The Adversary.
You're on
Dead?
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Wait, what?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Haven't I been here before? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. I proceeded to the cabin just immediately. I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Am I in purgatory?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
I don't believe you.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Oh, shit.
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Wait, voice of the stubborn? Is that just like a new voice now that's gonna be in my head? I'm just schizophrenic? Schizophrenic. I swear, man. I hate living in a neighborhood near a school. I feel like an old person, but I hear like children screaming outside and it alarms me. I'm like, oh my god, is everybody okay? Yeah, they're just out there having fun. It's like, well, your fun is giving me anxiety. Alright.
That's the spirit.
Yep.
There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Just up that hill. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for it.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power.
You already told me this.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
In the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
I'm damn near positive.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Let's. Shall we?
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Was that mirror there the first time? I feel like that mirror wasn't there the first time.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm not taking it this time. Yeah, see, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Sure. There's very clearly
There's
a mirror.
definitely a mirror.
Yeah.
There isn't. Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I want to see how beautiful I am.
It says handsome.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
I mean, now I have to look at the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Bro, that's a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Interesting. No blade.
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
Sure, man.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Can I go? Ooh, auto. That's exactly what I wanted.
Her fierce voice
Beautiful.
carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Ages.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
We could do both.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Yeah, it's a little different this time.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
What?
But no little knife this time, huh?
No, I'm gonna be nice.
No. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
No, let's talk it out. Yeah, I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time. But last time definitely happened.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
I mean... you look, a little different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Okay, well, so that means you do remember me.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Are you just going to let her
That
talk
just
to
cut
us
off.
like that? We're not scared. I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego. I agree. If we're gonna fight her, we need a weapon.
Actually, I'm here to free you. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Alright.
Don't
You're
you
no
get
help.
it? We've been given free reign to wail on each other. Forever.
Oh
Couldn't have
boy.
said it better myself.
I broke her brain. I kind of just wanted to chat.
Why? You didn't want to talk last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
I did want to talk last time, actually. Attack her unarmed. Go get the blade. Don't know what happened to you since the last time. I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. No. We'll get her to talk. Whoa. Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm doing yet.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm...
I have to go into the... Where would it be? Maybe I can't change it from in here? I don't think I can. Accessibility? Yeah, here we go. We'll go back to normal text. Because it's cutting off some of the text.
If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
That seems dangerous. Step closer. Take a step closer.
You take a cautious step towards the princess, unarmed. I wish I could believe you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Alright, lady, you need to chill. Yeah, why do you want us to kill each other so goddamn bad?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right. And it makes sense.
See, I broke her brain. What did happen to you after you died?
I woke up. Didn't you?
Alright. Don't have any wounds. Basement. It's different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
This lady's a maniac. Or we could just walk single file out of here.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
That's pathetic. I would never do that, and I hate that you even suggested it.
You're different.
I know. You already told me.
Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what you are?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing. But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
What?
I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
Oh, why don't you have any wounds?
You don't either.
Nope. Yeah, if all you want to do is fight me, does that mean you won't end the world?
The world? If there's a world, I haven't seen it. There's you, and there's me, and there's the ground beneath our feet. Why would I care about ending something I've never seen?
Don't you want to be free? No, we gotta figure out why we're here. Alright? You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that reason is?
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
Just to kill me?
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
It's pretty sinister.
You.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will, the fear of death no longer able to hold us back. Just go and pick up the blade already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
Does she just get, like, more powerful every time we fight and I kill her? Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can all get what we want. Nobody has to die, and the world doesn't have to end.
Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real.
What up, Tio? How you doing?
What's real is when my flesh splits open. What's real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold you. What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left are winning and dying.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
That is the only thing I'm interested in.
What happens if I just remain silent?
What are you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is going to win her over? Because it won't.
You don't know that.
Right? This isn't fun, this isn't interesting, it's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
Is that so? Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
She's still bound by those chains. All we have to do is take a step back and she won't be able to do anything to us. All that does is put the two of you at another impasse. You can't stall forever.
Oh, can't I?
Do you really think those chains will stop her? She's not the type to hand out empty threats. She's honest. It's what makes her so interesting.
But she has to be bluffing, right? If she isn't bluffing, then why is she still... You step back as she steps forward, her bindings creaking ominously. And then they snap. It was only a matter of time,
Oh shit.
but she's loose. Dear Lord, what do we do?
What do we do?
Oh,
Mother of
if
God.
only there was some sort of weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity. I wonder where you might find one of those.
Exactly. Just do what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. Take the blade, fight her, kill her, and win.
No, I refuse. This doesn't change anything. Let's just see what happens.
I suppose there isn't your numb body view, is there?
Wait,
You
what?
stand
That's
your
weird.
ground as the princess thunders across the basement floor, her shoulders tucked low as her fierce, unblinking gaze locks onto yours. You don't see the impact, and you can't say for sure if you even feel it, but you hear your bones splinter. You can feel your feet leave the floor as you're hurled bodily into the unflinching stone wall.
Shit.
We're fine.
Yeah, it's
Are
gonna be
we
great.
fine? Are we really? No, you're obviously not fine. Your body is broken.
None of games. Go upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me.
Coughs up blood. Yeah, I can't get up. No, just remain silent.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some sort of trick? Are you tricking me? Or are you really that fragile?
Yeah, this is fine.
Because why would you? Why wouldn't you? Ah!
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms towards you.
Uh-oh.
You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage.
She's gonna, like, stomp me out?
Can't believe you're making me watch this.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
Oh, shit.
I guess I'll see you all next time. She reaches down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your limp form and slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck.
I'd be okay with that being my last view
Sure
before
is
death.
taking her time, isn't she?
Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
Because death doesn't matter anymore, does it? Fighting, not fighting. What does any of it matter if it all ends the same way?
It's probably the one I'll go with. I just think it's kind of funny.
It matters. I like fighting you.
Her lip hardens. You feel a horrific pop in your neck.
Oh
She
no.
releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead?
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again.
Noodle arms.
I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Fury.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, I've heard this one before. Let me guess. There's a cabin and a princess, and you want us to get rid of her for you. But it's not gonna happen. At least not on my watch.
Alright, can I just stop and say what the hell is wrong with the forest now? It's disgusting, it stinks, there's flies everywhere.
Oh, you bloody fool. Am I the only one here who actually listened to her? She wants a fight. And we're not gonna give it to her. It's funnier if we don't. You think what happened last time was funny? I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing pacifism in the face of mortal peril. I thought we were being brave. Heroic, even.
Heroic, even.
We're a deep and multifaceted being. Who's to really say that your thing and my thing can't peacefully coexist?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, doing it for a laugh takes away from the moment. It was a good moment. Oh, will both of you just shut up? Make me rage, boy. This is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly you've already been here. Yeah, you think? What does here even mean?
I feel like the music is way louder than the voices now. I'll turn that down a little bit.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off. Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods. If reality seems distorted, it's because reality is distorted.
But why?
So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs.
Uh-oh.
So you'd better take things seriously.
Slayer, if I just stay here and do nothing else, and we hit this point of no return, what happens? No matter what happens next, seems like our answers are the cabin. Yeah, what happens if I just don't do anything?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. Isn't it your job to know things? Maybe we need a better narrator who can actually answer our questions.
Shots fired.
It's my job to guide you through your task and to state the facts of what's happening. That hardly requires omniscience. And besides, I'm the best you're going to get, because I'm the only one here who can do my job.
Should I just turn around and leave? No. No matter what happens next, seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. Let's do it.
Good, we're all on the same page.
That's gross.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
Yeah, man. Okay, I guess not.
The interior of the cabin
Oh
is a
my.
place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
That's disgusting.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it? The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
Yeah, but we win and then what? Yeah, it's that mirror again. This time it's blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Yeah, we've done all this already. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
Yeah.
It means you're hallucinating. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
What if I take the blade first?
Take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel. That's no fun. And you're not even holding it right.
Damn.
Oh? And how do you suggest we hold it? The other way.
The
Shut
other
up,
way.
both of you. We're holding it fine. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now? Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more. Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
Don't make me get
We
violent.
won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Dangerous amounts, huh? Just wipe it clean, baby.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised?
Spooky.
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Sounds
The air
horrible.
is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become?
Uh-oh.
Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head? Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
Do you hear that? You're sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
Yeah.
You make
Yeah.
your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
No, but please tell me.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It
Oh,
drops to the ground,
God.
and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you. She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction. That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
Let her end you. What happened to you?
Time happened. You happened. But none of that matters. We're together again, and I'll have what you denied me.
I don't know.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Fuck.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
True to her word, you do not die by her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Yeah. Positivity. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No, don't do that.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do? I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What? Oh no. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What? Do you know the narrator? They destroy your body? My God. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Bro, what is happening? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh, that's awkward.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
So you're technically the princess, right?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Let her out of there!
Do you know about the world beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
There's like a little clip at the end of that audio file. So what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Yeah, I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
If we go through with this, how much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I'm not going back.
Wait. No, fuck it. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die.
Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. Good lord, you can have... Are these all save slots? Like, different pages? Let's go ahead and save. This is a very interesting game. That was about an hour from, like, start to, I guess, the end of a run. But... yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to end the stream here just to keep it kind of short. I will probably stream more of this, though, because it's very interesting. Yeah, I like it a lot. I want to see the different outcomes and different things we can do. I'm curious with that mirror if anything happens, if I, like, don't mention it, or maybe... I'm sure tons can change depending on what you do. So, yeah, I don't know. This is a very, very cool game. It's going to take me back to the main menu or close everything out. It entirely shut the game down. Alright, well, anyways, that was Slay the Princess. Definitely check it out on Steam. It's a very cool kind of choose-your-own-adventure Stanley Parable mix. Lots of really good voice acting. Just a very cool time all around. But yeah, check it out. Appreciate you watching. Feel free to like or subscribe. Doesn't matter if you don't. I still love you. But anyways, have a good one. And until next time, everybody, stay gold.